Welcome to eBooks for Fashion podcast, the fashion marketing podcast that will help you to start or to grow your fashion business today. Want to learn more? Visit our website ebooksforfashion.com where you will find lots of free resources for your fashion business. Thanks for listening. Okay, we are ready to start. So welcome to this free webinar, How to Grow Your Instagram Followers and Turn Them into Customers for Your Fashion Business. Thank you so much. I'm really thankful that you are here. Thank you so much for tuning in. So make sure right now to check this webinar, to stay with me until the end. Take notes. So if you want, just grab white paper so you can take your notes because it will be very important for you and you can get the best from this webinar. So how this webinar works? This webinar is recorded, so there's no worries because you can watch always the replay video. I will also send you an email with the replay link so you can watch again and again this webinar to get the best from it. If you have any questions, just write to me in the comment in the chat box. So below this video there is a chat box on the right. And you can send me a message from Facebook or if you prefer from WhatsApp or Telegram or just an email, whatever you want. So you can have my support all the time. You can ask me any question because it's really important that if you have any questions during this webinar, you can send me a message and I will definitely reply to you and help you with all of your problems or you have any questions. I'm here to help you. So, why I created this webinar and for who is this webinar for? So, very important. I wanted to create this free webinar because I think it's important to understand the power of Instagram. Is one of the most powerful tool right now, very important social media right now. And I think it can be very helpful for people like you. If you are a fashion designer, a jewelry designer, or you have a fashion product business and you want to drive more traffic and sales to your online shop or your physical store. For example, I have a physical store, my Made in Art boutique in Italy, near Milan, and I have also an online shop, and I'm driving most of my sales from Instagram as well. So I'm getting lots of my customers from Instagram because Instagram is, as you know, is a visual tool, is a visual platform. So it's important that you can, for your fashion business, can be one of the most powerful social media for your fashion business. So I'm sure if you are a fashion designer, a product, so if you are selling product, you can send traffic from your Instagram profile to your online shop or your physical store. Instead, if you are an image consultant, a personal shopper, or you have a fashion service business and you want to get exposure and customers for your fashion business, it's the same. You can really get the most from Instagram, even if you are selling fashion service, if you are having a fashion service business. If you want to start a fashion business or a fashion blog and grow your followers base as a way to build your authority first. So I think is another important thing. If you want really to create exposure for yourself, your fashion business or your fashion blog, or you want to grow your followers before even to sell, Instagram is the right social media for you. You can get the most from it. If you have an Instagram account about fashion and you have been trying to grow it with no results, I'm sure this webinar will be very helpful for you. if you want to use Instagram to get more customers and free traffic for your fashion business or your personal brand or your client's company's brand. Even if you are a freelance consultant, you get the most from this webinar because it's all about Instagram for fashion and what you can use for your fashion business. So if you are even a freelance consultant for other fashion brands, you can really show the best to your clients with Instagram and getting the best from this webinar. So my promise to you, first of all, my first promise for you is that you will learn how to grow your Instagram followers and turn them into customers for your fashion business in 5 steps. So my most important 5 steps to grow your Instagram followers and turn them into customers. Because I think it's not so important to have thousands or millions of followers if you don't turn them into customers. I honestly don't care how many followers you have, but what I care is if you turn them into your customers and paying customers for your fashion business. Because if you are not getting sales and you are not selling through your fashion business, it's not a business, but it's an hobby. So what you have to get the most of in your strategy from this social media is that you can turn your followers into customers. And this is what I gonna teach you here. So the second promise is how to use Instagram to grow your fashion business and drive more traffic, get more authority and customers. And then I will show you an amazing, incredible offer that can help you really to grow your fashion business. So what will you learn in this webinar? So guys, I want to remember you first of all, if you have any question, just make sure to ask me all the time in the chat box. Feel free to ask me because it's really important that you can get the most from this webinar. So these are my 5 steps that I'm gonna show you in this webinar. First, the importance of your bio link, so your biography link, and how to use it to turn your followers into customers. Then second, we're gonna talk about how to build an irresistible feed to attract your right audience. Because you need to attract the right customers for your business, for your fashion business. So Instagram, as you know, is a visual tool and you are a creative person, even if you are selling fashion products or you are selling fashion services, but I'm sure you can create an amazing feed with beautiful pictures and captions that can attract your right audience. Then third, how to use the best tools and schedulers and automation to increase your community every month. And fourth, how to create awesome Instagram stories to make sales. Fifth, how to leverage influencers to grow your followers. So these are the 5 steps we're gonna talk in this free webinar. So they're very, very valuable, very, very important for your fashion business. So make sure to get the best from this webinar and to follow me until the end because you will see lots of important things. You will receive lots of value in this webinar and you can really grow your fashion business through Instagram. And now there is a big surprise for you because if you follow me until the end, I have a special free gift that I will give you at the end. You will discover at the end of this webinar. So everyone that post a picture of their webinar's notes on Instagram and tag eBooks for Fashion at the end of the webinar will get a free gift. So make sure to take notes because this webinar is very important and you will get a lot of information in it, lots of value. And if you post that the picture of your notes on Instagram, I'm sure it will be fun and you will get a special gift for you. But stay tuned with me until the end and you will receive your surprise. So why Instagram? Let's check a little bit about the story of Instagram and how Instagram really grew through the years, and basically the stats, the insights of Instagram. So the engagement rate, for example, if you see here in the picture, Instagram has the most of engagement rate if we compare to Facebook or Twitter. So especially for us that we have a fashion business, Instagram is definitely our main platform, because we can show visually what we do and we can create more engagement, because as you know, pictures attract more the people than other type of platform. So the engagement rate is very high on Instagram. Let's see a few examples. If you check, for example, some brands like Victoria's Secret or ASOS as well, you can see how the average Instagram likes is in Victoria's Secret on Instagram, and then the likes on Facebook. I think there is a massive difference between the two platforms. So Victoria's Secret on Instagram gets really the best performance, and the same does ASOS. So you can see how you can really grow your fashion brand or your fashion business on Instagram. Your personal brand as well, or if you are selling products or services, anything, you can really create a community of people that are loyal, and they get fun of you, they get in love with your fashion business. So a little bit of what I did and my story for who don't know me. So first of all, I'm a fashion business coach for eBooks for Fashion, and I've been a jewelry designer for many years, actually 10 years. At the same time, I've been a professor for more than 10 years for several fashion academies in Milano, here in Milano, like Accademia del Lusso and Yed Moda Lab, if you heard about them. And also I have a third business, which is a personal shopping experience in Milan called Milan Chic Shopping Tour. So I've created 2 years ago eBooks for Fashion, while I was still growing my jewelry business, Made in Art, because I wanted to help fashion business owners like you, whether you are selling fashion products or fashion services, because I wanted to show you how you can create a profitable and successful fashion business and the life you dream. Because I think that you can get the best for your fashion business without feeling overwhelmed and stressed, but getting consistent sales every single month to grow your passion and your business and doing what you love really in your life. These are my Instagram profile. This is the profile for eBooks for Fashion. You can see here that I have 11 most, I can say most of all 11,000 followers, a little bit more right now from the slides you can see here, but anyway, I don't have thousands, millions of followers, but I have a good community, and I grown my community quite quickly. But most of all, I can say that I really turned most of them into my email list, and they became my customers, which I think is the most important thing to do. Because I honestly don't think that it's important to have thousands of millions of followers if they are not engaged, if they are not getting in love with what you do, and they are not trusting you so much that they become your fans and your buyers. So what I want you to do is actually to get the best from the followers you already have and turn them as much as you can into your customers. So numbers are not important if they don't get you sales, and your followers are not becoming your dream customers and loyal customers for your fashion business. So as you can see here, this is my profile for ebooks for fashion. Then we're gonna go deeply about what is about the biography and everything to write to attract your right dream customers. Here you can see instead the profile for my jewelry business. Again, I have 10,000, almost 11,000 followers, even in Maiden Art jewelry. And Maiden Art is one of a kind romantic jewelry brand for women and men, made in love here in my studio, in my boutique near Milan. And the same thing I can say for my jewelry business, that I get a lot of customers from Instagram. Why? Because I really found a system to turn all my followers, trying to get the best from them and turn them into customers. So I'm gonna show you all these strategies I did for myself and what you can do even if you have only hundreds or you have only 1,000 followers, and you can apply straight away in your fashion business, how you can turn them into your dream customers. So, as I told you, I don't have hundreds, thousands of followers, but my Instagram accounts are growing consistently every month. And this is what I want you to do, and I want you to do the same. And most of all, I'm bringing my followers into my email list and turning them into customers, receiving consistent sales for my fashion businesses. So the goal for me and for you is to getting sales from the followers you have, so getting consistent sales every month. So honestly, things were not always so sweet. Trust me, I struggled a lot to find my right dream customers and to build a relationship with them. So relationship is another word that is so important to remember, because to turn your followers into paying customers, you have really to build a strong relationship with them to grow your engagement in your Instagram profile. And the same thing you can do for all the social media to get the best from all the online marketing you can use. In 2010, I've been in debt of $50,000 in my jewelry business. See, yes, you heard well, $50,000. And how it happened? Because I was using the wrong strategy in my jewelry business, and I'm gonna show you why. It's a kind of a long story, but to make it short, I was investing everything I had in trade shows, because I was creating jewelry, and at the beginning also was producing a fashion collection of clothes, women's wear collection and also men's wear collection. So when I started, basically I started in 2006, everything the time there were the e-commerce and also selling online was not so popular. Even if I started an e-commerce very early, it was very difficult to get traffic to my e-commerce, but at the same time to get noticed by the stores. I was selling wholesale most of the time. And so the best thing I could do at the time was to book trade shows or find agents, representatives for my brands, and also to get showrooms or press office at the time to get people knowing what I was doing. So for the time, I really spent a lot of money. At the same time, I was also a professor at the same fashion school that I've been teaching for many years. I was a professor here in Milan, and I spent most everything I earned to get to book the trade shows And trade show think that they were so expensive that they were like at least 5,000 for a season, but most of the time even $10,000 for just one trade show. So you can imagine how stressful, how much money I spent at that time. And also, I was spending a lot in showroom and sales reps because they wanted a fee every time if they were getting, when they received my samples and to show to their customers, they always wanted to have a monthly fee to pay. So I was paying a monthly fee as well. And also was spending lots of money also on producing samples. That's how I became in debt of $50,000. Was a big money for me, really big, was a lot of money for me at the time, and I was so stressed. I was so depressed at the time that even now I can't believe that I was spending so much. But that was the time where I was not, first of all, I didn't have the right mindset. And second, also, I didn't have the right strategy to apply to my jewelry business. I was unsure and unclear on what to do. And I was not getting the most I could get from also my e-commerce presence and my social presence than today. Then so that's how I became so much in debt, and I had to find a solution for this problem because otherwise I couldn't afford to go on with my jewelry business, my fashion business, and I couldn't afford anything, and I had to pay back this debt. So $50,000 in debt is a big sum of money for the time. In 2010, I've been in debt of 50,000, and I am not ashamed of telling you that. Why? Because it was for me a big lesson to learn, and this is what I think that every time you have a problem like getting in debt, I know it's hard, I know it's horrible, but there is always a big lesson to learn, and you have always to turn the problem into something more optimistic, a solution. You have to find the solution. Instead of thinking always about the problem, try to find out a solution. And this is what I did in 2010. Now today, thinking back, it's still a pain in my heart, honestly, and sometimes I feel like to cry thinking again back, but what I always think that it was one of the best things actually happened to me, because I could learn so much and I could turn my life in the way I have now and the way I want to go on today as well, and what I love today of my life. So from that experience, the year after, I got a net profit of 35,000 K, so I could pay all my debt of 50,000 K, and then I got a profit of $35,000. So I paid all my debt, but at the same time I got a net profit of 35,000. It seems unreal, but I really could do that. And how I changed my mindset and I shift my life as well. So here you can see how the things changed through the years. So from the debt of the 50,000 K into net profit of 35K. And how I did it? This is really the secret is what I really did practical for myself and in my life. I invested first in myself. So this is something that I think is not negotiable. You have always to invest in yourself, to learn as much as you can from everywhere you can, from online, from offline, from books, from online courses, from mentorship, from coaching, everything you can. So I invested in myself. I started to learn. I started to buy online courses. I started to go to seminars, also watching webinars, getting mentors, getting coaching for myself as well, getting some coaches that could help me. It was a hard time, but since I started to invest in myself, I honestly changed my mindset and things shifted in the right direction. Then I started to understand better and deeper my customers and also my dream customers, but especially their problems, their needs, and their secret desires. And this is the secret to get your customers, to get your followers into customers. Once you learn their problems and how you can solve them, you can really make a change and you can satisfy their needs and also giving them benefits, helping with their secret desires. So you have to put yourself in a state of helping other people. You are not selling anything, you are helping them to reach their goals, even if they want to buy a fashion product or they need your fashion services. And then I started to build my email list of potential customers that could be interested in my jewelry collection. This is the most important thing. That it is what I'm gonna teach you also here, how you can use Instagram to build also your email list. Because your potential customers, your followers that are interested in you, you have to bring them into your email list. Because can you imagine if Instagram is gonna close your account? You need to get your followers into your email list because you will own your email list. And this is the most important thing. You will be so powerful in that way. So I found a system to attract my right dream customers online and offline, and most of all to turn them into customers. Plus, Instagram really is one of the best part of my strategy, and I'm still using it in my fashion business today. In both of my fashion business, since in Made in Art and in Books for Fashion, I'm still using Instagram today a lot to get customers. And do you want to know the best thing? I'm gonna teach you everything I told you right now in my Instagram strategy from this webinar for free, and you're gonna see right now how it works. So, if you are hustling like crazy with little results in growing your Instagram followers, if you are unsure on how to turn your followers into customers for your fashion business, if you create beautiful captions but you get only few likes, do you like to post on Instagram but you don't find the time to post every day? If you are struggling on how to properly pitch the right influencers on Instagram as well. So if you have answered yes at all of my questions or only few of them, my friend, you are here in the right place, because I'm sure I can help you to grow your fashion business. And with Instagram, you can do in the best way possible, and you can turn your followers into customers for your fashion business. So now I want you to try to imagine if your Instagram profile attracts new followers every day and you can turn them into customers for your fashion business, you getting consistent sales every month, giving you the time and independence to enjoy the life you dream. How would you feel if you think in this way? If you think that your Instagram profile can bring you most of the lots of followers, or you can turn the followers you have and bringing them into your fashion business, getting them as customers, and then loyal customers for your fashion business, getting sales every month. How would you feel? Try to imagine that, Because I'm telling you, I promise you, it's possible. And here's the secret, it's possible, it can. And now let's start with my 5 steps. So guys, I just want to remind you to, if you have any question right now, until now, if something is not clear, just write to me in the chat box and I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna reply to you straight away. Just taking some water, because when I keep speaking, I get so thirsty. So let's start with my 5 steps. Step 1, the importance of your, as I told you before, the importance of your biography link and how to use it, how to use your biography link, your bio link, to turn your followers into customers. So before you think about your followers and the numbers, I know that most of you are thinking about numbers and about how many followers can I get, how can I grow my Instagram account so quickly. As I told you before, followers are not, the numbers are not so important. Most important is that you can turn them into right customers for your fashion business. So before you think about your followers and anything like that, I want you to focus only on your Instagram profile and bio. So the most important thing is to write a compelling Instagram profile and bio, because it's essential to attract the right dream customers for your fashion business. You must capture your audience and get your community to engage with you, your website, and your fashion business. So remember the word engagement. You have to get the most of engagement from your followers. And you can do it writing a really compelling, attractive Instagram profile and bio. And here's the most important thing that nobody tells you. Be strategic with your website's link and with your call to action. Here's an example from one of our students, Giardino Blu Jewelry, and she's making really amazing jewelry, and she's getting most of her business from Instagram, because as you can see, she has a really good audience. She has grown her audience quite quickly, but most of all, she's making beautiful products. But as you know, if nobody can see your products, nobody will buy, and so your business is pointless. So she did a really good job, and she, after following our course, Instagram for Fashion, and what she did, she really created an amazing bio, an amazing biography and profile, where, as you can see, she put a call to action, a link here in her profile. So her call to action is download a free guide about wearing healing jewelry. So the goal for her is list building to nurture the audience with valuable information. So she put a call to action to a free guide where she gives value to her followers, her customers. And then she's through email marketing, she's educating, she's nurturing her followers, the people that opt in her for receiving her free guide, and she's explaining the power of healing jewelry. So in this way, she really turned her followers into customers for her fashion business, her jewelry business. So I think this is an amazing example to see how you can really turn your followers into customers for your fashion business. Then we have another example, because in the way that you can use your bio for your fashion business. For example, this girl, she wants to drive traffic from her Instagram profile to her YouTube channel. So, because probably she wants to grow her audience on YouTube. As you can see here, she put a link to YouTube and her call to action is follow the YouTube channel. So, once you know what is your goal, what you want to reach with your profile, your Instagram profile and bio, you can add the right link to your profile. If you want to add, for example, a YouTube channel, a Facebook profile instead, it depends on what you want to reach. So you can add a link to your profile. You can choose if you want to build your list, if you want to make sales, if you want to send your followers to another social platform or another channel, then you can choose the link to add to your Instagram profile into your Instagram bio. And you can add a link to your bio also to a shoppable feed. As you can see here, this is a bonus tip that I wanted to give you, because so your followers can buy directly from your Instagram account. This is very interesting. It's very good, because if you want to add, if you wanted to have your feed, because as you know, from directly in, you cannot put under the captions any link and they are not clickable in Instagram. But if you want to have your feed shoppable, a good app that you can use is a Laters from Later the it's called the software, the app. You can use the linking.bio is a landing page that resembles all of your Instagram feed and displays your post as clickable images. So this is a great tool that you can add to your Instagram profile, and so your feed will be shoppable. Then another tip that I want to give you is to add also a link to Linktree, which is another way to where you can put, if you have more than one link that you want to show in your Instagram profile, because as you know, you can only put one link in your Instagram profile. But if you want to add more, you can definitely use Linktree to add more than once, and it's only, and then they will do everything for you. It's a free tool for optimizing your Instagram traffic. Whether you are a blogger, an artist, or run a content platform, you can get one bio link to house all the content you are driving followers to. So now, knowing your market is really essential. For knowing your market in the fashion industry is absolutely essential for you, because you should know it so deeply. You should know what your competitors are doing, what kind of content are they posting, what is the theme of their Instagram account, and what is their Instagram marketing strategy. So in that way you can know you can offer the best to your followers and you can attract the best of your right customers. The second step instead is how to build an irresistible feed to attract your right audience. So your feed, as you know, Instagram is a visual platform, and as you know, Instagram can really be it can really show your personality. It's the first thing that your dream customers will look when they visit your Instagram profile. So you should make an amazing and irresistible first impression. As you know, first impression really counts. So your feed is your business card and the face of your fashion business. So you should know what with it you should really show your personality. So that's why I'm so I'm so really I'm getting so lots of importance to the feed, because you really can make a very strong first impression for your dream customer. So let's see how you could make this work for your fashion business. Here you can see there are some steps to check for your fashion business, for your Instagram profile. So first of all, choose a grid layout. So then choose a theme for your profile. Pick only one filter. Watch your Instagram feed as a whole. In general, the feed all together. Only post pictures that fit your Instagram feed. Always crop your photos in the same way and try to use natural light plus high quality photos. You can even create a stunning feed with user-generated content. Now let's see some examples on what I'm explaining with curating the best Instagram feed. Here an example of choosing a grid two examples of choosing grid in an Instagram profile. You can see here in this one. Here they are not, this is a fashion service business. And they are only using text in the picture. So you can see how it looks. It looks very clean. It looks very nice and powerful and attract. And it's only because it's a business only for womenpreneur, so female entrepreneur. So you can see that it's very clear, the feed, and it's interesting. And can attract the right customers because you can understand exactly what they are doing. The same here instead. This is another nice feed and you can see the type of grid. The first one, it was about tiles and squares actually. In this one instead you have only the text in the same line and then pictures and pictures here and here, and you can see that it's clear and it's as a personality. That is what I want you to do and to create for your Instagram feed. Instead, here we have examples of curated themes in Instagram profiles. For example, this is a fashion blogger, Indie Fox, and she has a beautiful indie rock, trendy Instagram feed. You can understand just of only checking few of the pictures her style, her strong indie rock style. The same for this is a store, online store, a physical store in Sydney, Australia. And there's a beautiful minimal black and white, clean and tidy, and they are showing their personality so easily. You can understand from the pictures, from the Instagram feed, what they are selling so clearly. So this is very important on what you can do for your fashion business and your Instagram profile. Another way to have a beautiful feed is to crop the pictures in the same way. As you can see here, this girl, she's using a very specific style, cropping the picture in only one way. So her feed is beautiful and consistent at the same time. So I want to give you also a little bonus tip that I use myself in my fashion businesses is the Preview app. Because this app is free and you can use for your fashion businesses, and you can plan your feed and get also free unlimited grids to edit and rearrange your photos. Plus, you can schedule photos, videos, Insta stories, carousels. You can analyze and spy your competitors. You can also plan your hashtags, find the best hashtags, and much more. But most important, you have lots of grids to edit and also to create a beautiful visual feed for your Instagram profile. Then, let's go on with step 3. How to use the best tools, schedulers, and automation to increase your Instagram community every month. This is my favorite part because I'm a big fan of scheduling, of using tools, and of using automation for your fashion business. So guys, do you have any questions? So if you have any question, just remember that if you have any question until now, to write me in the chat box so I can reply to you at the end of the webinar. And it's gonna be very easy because I don't want now to interrupt the webinar, but at the end of the webinar, I will definitely reply to you in directly and personally to each message. If you just send me a message from the chat box on the right at the bottom of here, just below the webinar. So, as I was saying, I'm a big fan of automation and also of scheduling. For me, if it's not scheduled, it doesn't exist. What does it mean? That I really need to schedule everything, because I'm sure you can relate with me. We are all so busy. We have lots of things to do, and we need to have something, and need to take advantage of technology right now to get the best from it, so we can concentrate on what we like most. So having more time for ourselves and for more creative work. As you know, running a fashion business and dealing with clients, press, non-billable tasks, and quite possible employee, also if you have employee as well, who has the time to dedicate all the energy only to one platform, Instagram? Don't you agree? I think this is not possible, because if you want to really run a business successfully, you need to have everything planned and everything as much automated as possible. That's why you need to create consistent content, plan ahead your post, and use handful quality tools that can help you to boost your Instagram presence, attract your right audience, and finally get in sales. So guys, are you ready? Let's start with my favorite part, the automation and the schedulers for your Instagram profile. So I've chosen two of my favorite tools to schedule and automate your work on Instagram. In Instagram for Fashion online course, of course, I'm giving you many of other tools that you can use to automate as much as possible for your fashion business. Now, I don't have the time right now to tell you all the tools I'm using, but if you want to go to know more, you can check my course, online course, just below here, this webinar, and it's all about having a very clear strategy from A to Z, and I will explain you how to work on Instagram in automation as much as possible, and with putting the less effort but getting the best results. So now I'm talking here about Later and Planoly. So I'm using both of these tools. One is called Later, and with Later you can plan ahead your content and preview your Instagram feed, so you are sure your feed looks beautiful and eye-catching. Also, you can check the insights, which is another important thing, and I absolutely love it. You can find the right hashtags for your captions. It's very easy to use with no effort, especially for fashionpreneurs like us, and that are always very busy. So just remember that hashtags are so powerful to grow your audience and to be found on Instagram. So because you need to be found on Instagram, and to be found on Instagram, you need to use hashtags, the right hashtags. I'm gonna talk about, I have a full chapter about Instagram hashtags and how to get the best from the hashtags in my course, my online course, Instagram for Fashion, that you can check just below this webinar. So make sure to use them in all of your posts. So just before going on with Planoly, I want to tell you something more about Later. So with Later, you can schedule everything, and it is a visual platform, so you can preview your Instagram post and see how visually your posts look like one beside the other. So this is very interesting, and you should check Later. It's very similar Planoly. I love Planoly because you can also schedule your Instagram stories. So it's a more fashionable tool, Planoly, but it's quite similar to later, and also it's free if you use the basic account. But what I like of Planoly that you can also plan your Instagram stories. So you can use it to organize your Instagram stories, to schedule them for your fashion business and get the best also of your Instagram stories. So now you can get consistent work, you can be consistent to post on Instagram every single day. So make sure to be creative, but also to be organized. Try the tools I've suggested you and plan your work on Instagram in advance. I'm sure, I promise you, you'll see a big difference in your work and especially in the engagement with your community for your fashion business. So try and let me know. Also, remember that you can always let me know what you are trying and which strategy you are using in my Facebook community, Fashion Marketing for Fashionistas. So you can tell me what you are doing and I can help you if you have any question. So there are so many automation tools and strategy, most of them are free, that I use for my Instagram profiles for my fashion business, that I explain very deep in my online course, Instagram for Fashion. So if you want to learn more, just enroll in my program. It's only $47, so $47 from the bottom below. I'm sure there are lots, I told you, there are lots of information in the Instagram for Fashion. I'm gonna go deep every single chapter and module about what you can get the most, the best from Instagram as a platform for your fashion business. All of your Instagram marketing strategies will be automated so you can spend more time on things that are more creative and you love the most. This is my favorite part. More it's automated, more I love, because I want to spend more time on creative stuff, honestly. So if I can, and creative stuff, but also to build more relationship with my customers. If I can automate all the tasks, it's much easier for me. And this is what I love. And at the same time, this is the thing that I really love the most, because now I can run more than multiple businesses, multiple fashion businesses. Think about my jewelry business, Made in Art, and think about ebooks for fashion, that I can run both. And I also can run also my shopping tour in Milan at the same time. But I can be more creative, I can create more relationship with my customers if I am more automated, for sure. And I can have more things to do as well, but less stress and less feeling overwhelmed. So step 4, how to create awesome Instagram stories that can make sales for your fashion business. I'm sure you will love this part as well. So in January 2017, if you remember, Instagram announced that Instagram stories reached 150 million users. You can imagine how big is now Instagram stories, and launched Instagram stories ads as well. Instagram stories disappear just after 24 hours. So it's a very powerful tool, because you can definitely create more engagement with your audience. You can use Instagram stories for share more about yourself, share the behind the scene of your fashion business, create a more personal and intimate connection with your followers. So more you show yourself in front of your dream customers, and more you will connect with them, because people love to see a face attached to a business. People love to think about your fashion business as a person. They love to find ways to relate with you. They will connect with you on a deeper level, and the result is that they will buy more, for sure. So more you have a connection with your dream customers, and more they will become loyal customers for you. So let's see how you can use Instagram stories to grow the sales of your fashion business in just 7 simple steps. So what I want you to do is to choose Instagram stories, but most of all I want you to find your goal for Instagram stories. So here's my strategy from my fashion business. I usually create a sequence of 5-10 stories where I invite my followers to take a very specific action. For example, to visit my website, or sometimes to go to a landing page for a promotion, or to download a freebie, or just to follow me on Facebook Live on my Facebook fan pages. So now I want you to find what is your goal. What is your goal for your Instagram stories? What you want to ask to your followers to do. So think about a call to action that you want to give to your customers and to your followers. So second, choose which format you want to create your Instagram stories. You want to do live videos. Live videos are like Facebook Lives. You want to do normal, so regular photo or video. So just remember that if you want to record a video, you can record it for only 15 seconds. You want to use boomerang, is like a GIF style video that plays forward and backward repeatedly, and it's fun. You want to use the new feature Super Zoom. You want to use rewind, or hands-free is another way to take a 50 seconds video. I used a lot hands-free actually. Only if you don't need to hold down the button to do it. Just tap it once and the camera keeps rolling until time runs out and you choose to stop it. Then once you know which kind of format you want, which is your goal, I want to add to your Instagram stories some fun stuff. Because remember, the Instagram stories are something that are more confidential with your followers. So you are sharing also the behind the scene of your business. You are sharing who you really are. So you are sharing yourself, and you can add, the more you add some fun stuff like emoticons or emojis, hashtags, graphics, some funny faces, everything that can get engagement, it's really well done in that way. You can add also a link to have, if you have a business account, you can add a link here, or as you can see here, you can add emoticons. Here you can add graphics, lines and paintings as you like. Here you can add the text. And the new feature as well, you can add a poll and hashtags, because remember, if you put hashtags and the place where you are, it's good because you can be also found on Instagram stories, and polls and surveys are really nice to understand better your customers. Here's another example where I used Instagram stories to run a poll to ask to my audience if they would have been interested in this course, Instagram for Fashion. So I put here the question and the yes or no. And as you can see here, I added hashtags and the place, my place. So you can create now a sequence of 5 stories, around 10 seconds each. So the first video, you can explain in the first video what your dream customers and followers will see in the next videos. Give 3 practical and valuable advices for free. And in the last video or picture, you can invite your followers to take a specific action, like visit the link in your bio or swipe up from the link in your Instagram stories. For example, you can offer a discount code only for people watching your stories and only if they click that link to redeem. So this is quite cool because you can really bring lots of traffic to your website from the Instagram stories. Here I have a bonus tip for you that I think is cool, because if you are running a fashion business, so it would be nice if you want to download some brilliant Instagram stories templates for your fashion business. They are so beautiful on Creative Market, and you can check Creative Market. You can Google Creative Market on you can Google Creative Market, and you can download lots of beautiful templates for your Instagram stories too. I love them because you can be more creative and you can use a lot of interesting visual pictures or videos for your Instagram stories. The last step is how to leverage influencers to grow your fashion business. So I know most of you love to know how you can connect with influencers or fashion bloggers on Instagram. And now we're gonna talk a little bit about that. So influencer marketing is very powerful because it's like running ads, but you can get the most from the followers of the community of the influencer you are talking to. So let's see how it works. So find the right influencers, people that have a similar audience as yours. Just make sure that their audience is active, responsive, and engaged. This is very important because you need to have from the influencers to get the right audience that is active and responsive for your fashion business. Set up first of all your strategy with the influencers. So what is your goal? For example, do you want to sell your products or services to the influencers' audience? Do you want to gain more followers from their audience? Do you want to build your email list from their audience? What do you want to do? So you have to think about your goal, and then from your goal you need to find the right influencer to work with. Contact the influencers. So once you have found your influencer and figure out which strategy makes the most sense for their audience, it's time to reach out to them and strike a deal. You can pay your influencers in a few ways: in money, free fashion products or services, or anything else of value that you can barter with. After the details are agreed, it's wise for both parties to sign up a contract for sure. So most important that you can contact the influencers. Once you have your goal, you know what you want to get from them, you can contact the influencers and understand their audience and how you can turn their audience into customers for your fashion business. So I have a bonus tip for your strategy with influencers. You can ask to them for a shout out or to run a giveaway on their Instagram profile. If they run a competition or a giveaway for the people who didn't, for example, win, you can offer a great discount on your website to purchase your fashion products or services, so you can receive lots of traffic and grow your sales. So you see, if they didn't win your competition with the audience from the influencer, you can really bring the audience from the influencer, offering them a great discount on your website. And so in this way you can grow your list and make lots of sales and get lots of traffic for your fashion business. So now let's wrap up a little bit about what we said in this free webinar and the action items. So let's start. So create a strong Instagram bio più add the right link and call to action for your fashion business. Build an irresistible feed for your fashion business. Use the right tools and scheduler for your Instagram profile, and remember, consistency is key on growing your audience. Take advantage of the power of Instagram stories to drive more sales to your fashion business. Leverage the right influencers to grow your audience and turn them into customers for your fashion business. So guys, these are the 5 steps the 5 action items that you can use it for your fashion business, for your Instagram profile straight away. So if you have any question, just remember to write me in the chat box because I'm gonna help you at the end of the webinar. So stay with me and let's go on. So stay with me until the end because you remember that I have a free gift for you. Everyone that posts a picture of their webinar's notes on Instagram and tag ebooks for fashion at the end of the webinar will get a free gift. So stay tuned with me until the end and I'll show you my free gift. So now guys, I want to be very honest with you. So you have 2 paths you can take, 2 ways. One, you can go on confused and unclear and lost, like honestly I was in the past, and it was for many years. As you remember, I told you my story about my debt and the problems I had. Or you can take the easiest way, the faster, structured and simpler way, like Caroline, one of my students, did. Caroline Andrews from Pretty and Pepper, one of my students, did. So taking Instagram for fashion and changing her fashion business. So let's see how Instagram for fashion works and how you can get the best from this online course. So Instagram for fashion is the express way to learn all of these tactics. Everything I explain in the webinar is just a really little of what you can get from this course, because there are so many tactics and strategies that you can apply, proven techniques that you can use and get. So in this way, everything fast for your fashion business. So Instagram for fashion is not for you if you think you are not prepared to do the work or you put in the time required to get results and grow your fashion business. Honestly, if you are looking for a get-rich-quick or overnight results, this is not the course for you, because this course takes time, but I promise you that you will get lots of results for your fashion business. Instagram for fashion is for you instead, if you want to build a profitable and successful fashion business and live the life you always dream. Or if you want to learn how to master Instagram and social media for your fashion business. If you want to build your audience and attract your right dream customers. If you want more profits and sales in your fashion business. If you want more exposure, personal brand and awareness, and build an email list. So all I said here is in Instagram for fashion and is for you, is the right place for you. So this is what you can get with my online course, Instagram for fashion. So you can get 16 minutes workshop about Instagram easy marketing and sales strategies to implement straight away in your fashion business. So a very short workshop that can give you the right easy tactics and strategies to apply straight away in your fashion business. Then you have the full course, an ebook of 166 pages available for PC, Mac, tablet and smartphone, so you can use in the device you prefer, with a step-by-step strategies ready to use, with tips and tricks to grow your Instagram audience like nothing else. I promise you, with this course, with this ebook, you have all the strategies to can apply straight away in your fashion business and for your Instagram profile. And most of them are automated strategies, so you have more time for what you want for your creative work. Because as I told you many times even before, for me it's so important to have everything automated so I can spend my time in the way I want. If I want to have more free time, I want to be more creative in my fashion business, and at the same time getting money while I sleep. This is what I honestly want, and I do, and I want you the same for you, living your fashion dream business. Then you will have 24 hours, 7 days to 7 support from me, instant support and feedback in our Facebook group, eBooks for Fashion, Fashion Marketing for Fashionistas, or from WhatsApp, direct support from me, or Telegram. So it's important so you are not alone in this journey in learning Instagram for fashion. Then you have my bonus guide, which is the best Instagram photo and video editors apps for your fashion business. Because this is a very exclusive guide that it's only for Instagram for fashion students, and it can help you to take beautiful and attractive photos like a professional photographer. Because remember, as I said before, you need to have a beautiful feed. You need to have an amazing, attractive feed for your fashion business. And I know that taking professional photos, it's expensive, but with these 7 best Instagram photo and video editors that I use myself, you can get the best from, actually without spending money. You can get the best from your picture using in a very professional way, like you would be a professional photographer. Then I want to be very clear with you, honestly, guys. If you have received a lot of value from this training, this is just a portion of what you will find in Instagram for Fashion course. Honestly, this is a free training, and we don't have time to go very deep in each of the steps, but I'm sure you got lots of value from this free training. And if you want to go deep and you want to have my support and personal support assistance in your journey, learning everything you can from Instagram, this course is definitely for you. Instagram for Fashion online course, I think it's the best you can get now for your fashion business. And now I'm gonna explain you what you will find in each chapter of the Instagram for Fashion course. So the chapter 1, we're gonna go very, very deep how to write a killer Instagram profile and biography for your fashion business. So not only what we said here in the webinar, but we're gonna go step by step guide, and I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna tell you each step I used for my fashion businesses and how you can write a really killer Instagram profile. The second chapter is how to build an irresistible feed. As we said many times, pictures really speak more than words. So you need to have beautiful pictures for your fashion business and an irresistible feed. So I'm gonna teach you how to create an amazing irresistible feed in the most creative way with the less effort for your fashion business. Then the third chapter is about how to craft beautiful Instagram captions and also what to write down the captions in the way that you can turn your fans and followers into paying customers. Chapter 4 is how to create the perfect hashtag strategy. So we're gonna talk about the right hashtag that they can drive you traffic and followers each single day without doing anything so special. Because the trick is to get to use the right hashtag for your fashion business. Chapter 5 is how to make awesome Instagram stories. We're gonna talk more deep about Instagram stories and how you can really get the best from Instagram stories, get more followers and turn them into customers, paying customers for your fashion business. Chapter 6, this is another very important chapter because we're gonna talk about how to analyze your Instagram insights, and in this way you can attract and scale your business, attracting more your right dream customers. Chapter 7 is about how to select the best tools and schedulers to grow your Instagram community. So I told you before, I could only show you here 2 tools I'm using, but there are so many that I'm using, and most of them are free tools that you can use to plan your Instagram work without putting so much effort and growing that way your community. And I'm gonna go deep, very deep in this chapter. Chapter 8, my favorite chapter, is about how to choose the best automation for your Instagram profile and remain authentic with your fashion business. This is a very interesting chapter because I will tell you all my tips and tricks, my secrets to get the best automation for your Instagram account. So in this way, you can do what you like for your fashion business. You cannot feel overwhelmed. Everything will be organized. Everything will be automated. And you can earn money and sales that you deserve while you sleep. Chapter 9 is how to grow your engaged followers and community, build a strong relationship with them, with your community, with it, and turn them into customers for your fashion business. So engagement is key. So you need to grow an engaged community of followers and fans from your fashion for your fashion business from Instagram, and so how you can then turn them into customers. So I will reveal in this chapter all the strategies I used every day for my fashion businesses. Chapter 10, how to run Instagram ads and Instagram story ads in a very easy way. Much easier than running Facebook ads. So I will explain you how to do it and how to create very simple ads for your fashion business. Chapter 11, how to leverage influencer on Instagram. I'm gonna talk deeply how you can leverage influencers and how to create the perfect strategy for your fashion business. Chapter 12, it's the end, and it's about the checklist and your audit. So you need to have a clear checklist to check every time with your strategy, if your strategy is growing or not growing, what you can change, what you can do better to grow your fashion business. And the best part of Instagram for Fashion is the 24-hour 7/7 support. So you will be not alone growing your fashion business. I'm here to help you, and you can reach me every time you want in Facebook Messenger, on WhatsApp or on Telegram. You can just send me a message and I will reply to you straight away. So in that way we will not feeling alone in this journey. And there is also a Facebook community of people that they can help you on Facebook growing your fashion business. So Instagram for Fashion, the total value is $297, but now this offer lasts only 3 days and you can pay only $47. So it's quite a good price. It's a very, very special price, $24.7, and make sure to buy now because I will probably raise the price. The price goes up in a few days, so make sure to buy before the promotion ends in 3 days. Instagram for Fashion, it's only $47, and there is a secure payment just below this free training, and I'm sure that you can get the best from the best of the course here, because you have a workshop, ebook and bonus guide for you only for $47, and you have a 24-hour 7 days on 7 assistant from me. So you are not doing alone your course, so you can be helped every time you need for growing your Instagram profile, your followers, and turning them into paying customers for your fashion business. So my promise to you is I'm so confident if you follow the steps with consistency, you'll be able to rapidly grow your Instagram account, grow your followers, traffic, sales, and exposure for your fashion business. So the most successful people take action now. So guys, what you want to do? Do you want to go back to the insecure, unsafe, lost place like I was many years ago? Do you want to stay in the place you are in your comfort zone and you don't know what to do for the next steps for your fashion business, or you want to take action now? So these are some of my students. Erica is one of my students that she started her Instagram account not a long time ago, and she has turned what I really like from her account, that she has really turned most of her followers into customers for her business. She's writing books and she's a journalist as well, so she really could turn most of them, because I told you it's not so important to have a big following, lots of followers, but to turn most of them into customers. And this is what she did, taking my course Instagram for Fashion. And you can see her profile, which is a fun, ironical. She is basically the behind the scene of her business. And you can see here the link. You can see that she has not a big followers, but she has good followers that became her fans and customers for her business. And this is also the website that she put on her Instagram profile. Then another of the students I talked about her before is Francesca, and Francesca from Giardino Blu Jewelry, an amazing jewelry brand from Milan, and healing jewelry, and crafted crystal healing jewelry. You can see here her profile, where she grown an amazing audience of really loyal fans for her fashion business. And what she wanted is really to grow her email list and grow her customers through Instagram, and getting them from Instagram, bringing them the traffic to her online store, giardinoblu.com. So you can check their work and their amazing products. So now it's your turn. If you want to grow your audience, who cares how many followers you have, but if you want to turn them into customers, dreaming customers for your fashion business and earning money while you sleep, Instagram for Fashion course, it's for you. It's only $47, and just buy now before the price goes up. So now guys, it's your turn. How can I help you? Ask me anything you want in the chat box. I will reply to you straight away. So I'm here to help you. So you can use the chat box just below this video, or you can have also send me an email to info@ebooksforfashion.com. But the most easiest way, if you can write me in the chat box, and I will reply to you straight away and personally. So you can get all the questions you have about Instagram for Fashion. If you want to know a little bit more about the course, something that you want to get deeper, I'm here to help you. If you have any question, I'm here. So just make sure to write to me right now in the chat box. Also, you can reach me in the Facebook group and community. This is our Facebook group and community, where there are also lots of people there that you can ask questions for your fashion business, and also to grow your Instagram profile as well. But I'm always 24 hours available to reply to your question. And also you will find lots of people to speak with about your fashion business. Maybe they have the same problems as you, or they have the same concerns as you. So now it's your turn. If you want to grow your Instagram followers and turn them into customers for your fashion business, get Instagram for Fashion now before the price goes up, and you can really change your profile, your Instagram profile, and grow your fashion business so easily and so without feeling overwhelmed every time. And now your free gift. So everyone that now posts a picture of their webinar's notes on Instagram and tag eBooks for Fashion will get a free gift. So my free gift for you is I will review your Instagram account personally and give you one tip to improve it straight away. So you can get something right now to use for your Instagram profile, and one tip that I will review your account and give you one tip to improve it straight away. So guys, thank you so much for attending this free webinar. I hope you found lots of value, and if you have any question, just remember to write me in the chat box so I can help you straight away. So bye for now, thank you again, and have a wonderful day. Bye.